Why the gorillas, the army, the navy? When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If you want it, come take it.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin,
with the Cleveland Browns. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather, snow and the holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now D.D. Westbrook to... and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
And it felt like it watching. Ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. And sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Mayfield on play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mayfield looks to throw, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Mayfield now from the 50. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that one's not going to get there. Not remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he's going to get a solid game at The numbers last week for Tonyan: 5 catches, 51 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Malik McDowell there to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Mayfield off the play fake. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield now. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it, and the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he has the first down before he's tackled high.
That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. A give to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no no return here for Brook. This will be a touchback. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now Mayfield. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On 2nd and 9. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. Only a yard there. sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is. Hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.